Welcome back on this Monday morning here on Morning Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, South Africa's ailing national carrier, South African Airways, is looking to increase how it rewards its customers with the introduction of a card that will shift the way in which air miles are actually earned. Now, SAA has partnered with a leading bank and will introduce a new card which guarantees users to earn air miles per transactional swipe. And to tell us more about these developments, we're joined in studio now by South African Airways Executive responsible for customer loyalty, Suretha Cruse. And thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you. Thanks, Sakina, and thanks for having me.
Firstly, we know that the national carrier is having some very tough financial woes at the moment. So how is this going to aid in the broader picture?
Sure. As you would know, we're all very hard working at implementing our turnaround strategy. And it's not only about the short term, it's also about sustainable growth. And for us, sustainable growth is to have the customer actually as key to all our initiatives. So the initiative that we've taken to the market last week officially, actually in December, but officially last week, it's a progressive initiative, and it's part of our initiatives to stimulate sustainable growth for the airline. You cannot achieve that unless you've got the same value proposition that's out in the market. So you need to have unique customer value propositions, a unique customer or competitive advantage, and this is exactly what the card is offering.
So talk to us about this new development. We know SAA does have a reward program. It's been running for quite some time. So what are the new developments? And of course, how is this going to benefit the customer in the long run, given the increasing cost of flying?
Sure. So the Voyager program has been, this year is our silver anniversary for the program. We've always had a credit card. And if you look at customer loyalty programs or frequent flyer programs worldwide, traditionally we only considered credit card holders, and credit card holders can swipe based on their credit facilities and whatever they've got to earn miles in a frequent flyer program. So I'm very proud to say on behalf of South African Airways and Nedbank that this check card that we've linked to the loyalty program is the first in the world, and I'm sure that others would follow. And I think what makes it quite unique is the credit card was possible because of the economics, how you do your commercial agreements with your banking partner. That we were able to have implemented a check card to have exactly the same customer benefits and value adds as that of the credit card. So the credit card has been in since 2006, and the check card now, same benefits, effective 2019.
Suretha, this is with Nedbank.
That's correct.
So what about those SAA customers who are not with Nedbank? You know, what sort of impact is this likely to have on their perception of it?
Hopefully, if they look at the value proposition and the unique selling points, the companion tickets that they get, the bonus miles that they get when they reach a certain spend threshold, it will encourage them to open up a Nedbank account. The checker card, it's not the same as when you apply for a credit card, so the application process is so simplified, and you need to have a Nedbank account in order to get this, the check card to accumulate miles in the frequent flyer program.
So someone would come up and say, well, in light of, you know, the credit crunch that we're facing, why would you encourage people to actually go this way?
Sure, and I think that was the most beautiful thing about this value proposition. You don't need to incur credit spending. You don't need to have a credit facility. These are for the South Africans that don't operate and transact daily on credit, and it is like a normal debit card, check card, and they can spend whatever they had. So it's for lifestyle transactional spend, and they can accumulate miles in the frequent flyer program to reach that, call it the universal aspiration of getting to a free ticket.
So since last week, what's the uptake been like?
We've had just short of 200 cards, which is quite phenomenal in such a short period of time. And as we're getting the word out there, just remember in our industry, we deal with frequent travellers, and people tend to only focus when you're a frequent traveller what value propositions there are. And these are not only for frequent travellers. Any South African can apply for the card and then get to that aspiration to get to a free ticket.
And of course, a question that's come through, apart from just discounted flights, you know, is there anywhere else where customers can actually go on to redeem SAA loyalty points?
Sure, we've got 68 Voyager program partners. I think if you redeem it's a fact, in fact, that if you redeem your Voyager miles on South African Airways operating flights, that's the highest value. Every Voyager mile is worth 8 cents. And then also with the other 68 partners. So it's quite a nice value add. And if you look at the bonus miles that these guys can get when they sign up, the double miles in the first month, and you add those bonus miles, the rand equivalent already that they can redeem back on SAA is just absolutely phenomenal. And a unique selling point for that matter. People should go and have a look at the value adds to appreciate exactly what we've put on offer for our customers.
Suretha, I'll tell you what, we certainly will do that, and maybe we'll have you back to hone in further on some of these issues. But thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
And that was SAA's Suretha Cruse talking to us about changes in the customers' reward program, and also how you can gain and redeem points from the airliner using a brand new method where they've partnered with Nedbank. So if you can get your Nedbank debit card, you can actually join in on this phenomenon. So thanks so much for that, Suretha. It's 8 o'clock. Let's